All right, today we're going to talk about steps that we can take to be successful, right? All right, first thing I want to say to you the same thing I heard Floyd Mayweather say one day. They asked him going into a fight what he thought about the fighter's style and technique. Floyd said, I haven't watched a fight from the other fighter. That's very different approach. When the reporter asks why he doesn't, he says, I focus all of my efforts and energy and time on Floyd Mayweather. How Floyd Mayweather trains, how Floyd Mayweather handles himself, how Floyd Mayweather uh, brings this work ethic every day. So when I get in the ring, I then adapt. But what I do make mostly is I make the fighter adapt to me. I make him have to worry about me and my problem and my style and my technique. By doing that, I never have to focus on him because I get into his mind and how he's focused on me. So from the very beginning, if I just focus on me, just like my opponent will eventually focus solely on me, then I'll be successful because I will not fail at what I do. Okay? I thought that was very important because a lot of times we focus on what other people are doing to make their success happen, the other steps people are taking to make their success happen for them, what other people, who other people are aligning themselves with to become successful. We focus on all of those things, and when we do, we lose focus on our goal. We lose focus on what we're trying to do, right? So that's the first thing. But to be successful at anything, you have to take a couple of steps. The first step is writing down your plan. Writing down your plan. Because a goal without a plan is a wish. One of my favorite quotes from Herm Edwards. A goal without a plan is a wish. So let's stop wishing things will happen. Write them down so that way we can make them happen. We can bring life to those things. And then we can go about making them happen. The next thing you want to do in this journey to become successful is you want to find somebody else who's had success in the same area or a similar arena as you. Why do you want to find this person? Why do you want to get to that person? Not for their direct assistance and not for their immediate assistance. You want to get to them so you can pick their brain with all the positives in that quest, all the good things that you can get, all the knowledge and wisdom that you can acquire from that person. They're going to be able to give all that to you because they had to travel that same road and that same journey to get there. Okay? So that's going to be a refreshing conversation for you. Also, it's going to give you motivation to know that you're not the only one, that somebody else went through struggles and things to get to where they got. You're going to see how they went about those struggles. You're going to see the positives that they got from it, the blessings they got from their success. You're going to get to see and hear all of that. And you get to write that down, read it, soak it up. And it's going to inspire you because now you know somebody else has done something like I'm trying to do. Once you write it down, the next thing you want to do is to set up mini goals. So set up weekly goals for your success. Then follow those weekly goals up with monthly goals up with quarter yearly goals, quarter yearly goals up with 6 month goals, and 6 month goals up to one year goals. The reason you're going to do this is because every week you get to see progress. You get to see if you need to change anything within your path to get to what you're trying to get to or get to where you're trying to go. So you get to see this every week. Again, this takes away the stress from you because every week you're seeing progress. Every week you're getting closer and closer. Every month you're getting closer and closer. Every quarter, every 6 months, every year, you see yourself getting closer on a weekly basis. So you see the progress within your goal, and that motivates you to do even more because now you know that you've taken steps to getting there, and you're being successful in the goals that you're setting for yourself. You're reaching those things. You're attaining them. So the ultimate goal is ultimately attainable. It's all about conscience and your thought. As long as you get to see it and you know it, you're no longer thinking it. Your mind knows that success is within your reach. Then it adds hunger and fuel to the fire for you to continue reaching for that success. What will you have to give up to attain that success? This is the next thing I want you to write down. Where you have to give up money, sacrifice pay at a job, or hourly versus salary to get to where you're trying to get to. Where you have to sacrifice friendships. Where you have to sacrifice spouses. Where you have to sacrifice a little family time. Where you have to sacrifice partying. Where you have to sacrifice drinking, smoking, sacrifice cable television. Where you have to sacrifice a purchase, like going out and buying a new Samsung Galaxy 5 to reach your goal. What do you have to sacrifice in order to attain what you're trying to ultimately attain? Write those things down or whatever. Then write down your resources. Go and research all the possible resources that you have available to you in regards to your goal. Some of these things are going to be free. Some of this help is going to be free help. Some of it is going to be at a very minimal cost once you finish your research that you didn't even know was at a minimal cost, so that would be free. And some things are going to cost a little more. Some things are going to require your time, going to conferences, going to networking events. All these kind of things are going to take time. Taking classes, online classes if you have to, whatever classes or whatever it is that you have to do to exhaust your resources, all the resources that are available to you. I want you to exhaust every single one of them and learn to maximize on those resources. Maximize your ability with the resources that you have to you that are free or of minimal cost or of your time. Maximize all of those and then maximize the people giving you those resources. So exhaust them. Ask them every question you have to ask and things like that. Lastly, you got this from the person who was successful. I want you to write down the obstacles and failures that they met along their journey. So that way you're kind of prepared for some of the pitfalls that may befall you. Write down how they handled those things, how they bounced back from those things. So that way you're sort of prepared, you're planning and preparing yourself for obstacles, not failure, but for obstacles and challenges that will come your way. So write those down. One of the last things is surround yourself with like-minded people. If you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with successful people. How do you do that? You network. So again, you may have to go to chamber events. You may have to go to social hours. You may have to go to dinners. You may have to do all these things. You may have to create a social media presence. You may have to network there. You may have to go do free work and volunteer to get your name out. You may have to do, for example, motivational speaking, if that's your thing. You may have to go do a couple free motivational speaking sessions to get your name out so people can understand who you are, what you are about, and what you represent. You want to get as many people involved in your success as possible and that can attribute to your success as possible. And then you want to partake in their success. So you want to help them too. You want to help them maintain, attain, or sustain their success. And let them know that it's not all about you. That you're willing to step out and assist others in their quest for success as well, while you're trying to reach and attain your level of success, the next phase for you. These things are all going to benefit you because as you support them and then they'll support you. Now, not all of them will support you when you become successful. Some will be envious, some will be jealous, but some will come back and support you out of loyalty. Hey, he helped me when I was trying to get it started up. I'm going to go help him get his started up. I'm going to help her get hers started up, so forth and so on. And then the last thing you got to do is you got to do it. Everything you put down on paper, all the goals and the weekly goals and the quarterly goals that you set forth to attack and conquer, you have to do it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis. When you're tired, when you're sleepy, when you don't feel you have time, you got to make time for it. When somebody's not allowing you to use them, or I don't want to say use, allowing you to maximize your resource through them, whereas another resource that won't mind me maximizing them and getting everything I can from them and soaking all the knowledge I can from them. You just got to do it, and you can't make excuses. Every day, you cannot make excuses. You got to work. You got to hustle. You got to grind. You got to get out there. You got to give it your all. You got to sacrifice yourself to get to where you're trying to get, all right? So those are the couple keys to success, a couple steps that you can take to start you on your way. And once you do these things, everything else will be a piece of cake. If you follow these steps, everything else will be a piece of cake. Now, when you follow them, understand your philosophy might be different than somebody else's philosophy. So don't let their philosophy bother you. Don't let their philosophy get you down. Don't let their philosophy be a deterrent to you. Follow your steps. Focus on you. Focus on your philosophy. Focus on your goal. And do these things, you can't help but be successful. Can't help but be successful, all right? But remember, even when you're doing all these things, you have to what? Do it. I used to walk into my employees, and the first thing I would say to them is this. When the day started, they look down. Is it in you? Right? That's Gatorade's slogan. I wouldn't even say Gatorade. I just walk up to them. Hey, blue, red, yellow, purple. They understood what that meant. Is it in you? Right? Somebody say, hey, I'm here today, but I'm not feeling it. Hey, I don't want to hear you not feel it. Just do it. Nike, man. Just do it, man. So that's what you're going to have to do. Push through it, get through it, grind through it, exhaust all possible resources, plan. Remember, a goal without a plan is a wish. Are you wishing for something, or are you going to make it happen? Are you wishing for something? Because if you're wishing for something, you need to go plug in the movie Aladdin Part 1 and 2 and see where those wishes got him. They didn't even get him too far, right? The wishes he got didn't get him too far. Something else got him far and allowed him to prosper in the end. It wasn't the wishes. So if you're wishing and you hoping, hope floats. Results don't. Results don't float, right? Results become fact. So there you go. Iambic, I'm my brother's guardian. Go check me out on Facebook, Iambic7. Check me out on YouTube. I am my brother's guardian. That's the name of the channel. Check me out on Twitter at Atlas3845. You can go on my normal Facebook page. Check me out at Instagram at Iambic. And if you like it, keep following. Hope I'm inspiring you. Hope I'm motivating you. Hope I'm pushing you to greater heights. Talk to you later, baby. Iambic. It's not a hashtag. It's a lifestyle.